to create the most powerful micro-weather engine in the world. We then create proprietary models to turn the data into the industry's best nowcast. And we use GPUs. Why is it still so hard to predict the weather? The reason is simple. It's because the weather apps we all rely on only use traditional technologies that can miss a huge chunk of weather happening in our world. Satellites provide great coverage, but can miss weather under the cloud layer. Radar senses weather high in the sky, but misses ground level weather. Weather stations provide great data, but only in small areas. Every weather company relies on this same public data, leaving these giant gaps in weather information. To fix this, Climacell set out to map all the weather data in the world. We start by using data sources that no one else uses. We use signals transmitted through wireless networks to see ground-level precipitation that is missed by radar, and satellites built for communications that can also track precipitation, or connected cars that can transmit precise road conditions and weather information from locations where there aren't any other sensors, or sensors on airplanes, or on millions of IoT devices around the world that can deliver temperature and storm information missed by traditional sources. We take this new data and combine it with the traditional data used by other weather companies to create the most powerful micro-weather engine in the world. We then create proprietary models to turn the data into the industry's best nowcast. And we use GPUs to deliver that information faster every minute at every precise location. The result is the only micro-weather products in the world. Our micro-weather API helps drones navigate tight spaces in difficult weather conditions, and helps ride-sharing companies see how minute-to-minute weather changes affect demand. Our Hypercast software product helps airlines like JetBlue make decisions around delays and to run a safer, more efficient operation, and helps construction companies monitor job site conditions and keep their people safe. And most importantly, we are bringing weather data to parts of the world where the weather data is scarce, helping communities grow more plentiful crops and stay out of harm's way. We believe there is more we can know about the weather, and it's our mission to find out. We are mapping all the weather data in the world, and it's making a world of difference.
Yeah, so a lot of use cases to better weather data and micro-weather data. And I'm going to talk about a specific one because we have a lot of airports and airline here with us today. So you can see some of our customers from airlines to Bird, for example, that was mentioned here, ride-sharing companies and such. Basically, what we're doing by mapping all the weather data in the world is looking how we can help businesses make better decisions with better data, better model that predicts the weather on a minute-by-minute basis versus hourly basis, and better products, whether it is dedicated softwares, visual softwares, or an API where you can build your software and use our data. What micro-weather data looks like. This is traditional weather radar here in Boston, and this is actually micro-weather, where you can see 500 meters resolution minute by minute, and there's also a prediction on top of it. So let's talk about the first software. It's the Hypercast. It's used today by airline hubs, JetBlue, Delta, and more, airports, UAV companies. The next step is to take it to the cockpits. What do you see here? It's actually a one-stop shop web-based application that has the most accurate weather data, flight tracking, ground vehicles tracking in the airport itself, analytics on the hub, lightning prediction, not only monitoring, it's an alert system, and you can talk to a meteorologist through the chat. So here are a few examples of how the software looks like. This is, for example, tarmac rule, where you can understand on each airline what's the remaining time until takeoff is needed. You can see fixes status, and that's our lightning prediction that gives a notice where airports and airlines can close ramps ahead of time. There's a use case with JetBlue. You can see it on our website, how we were able to create savings per hub on an annual basis on reduced cancellations, reduced delays, and of course improved safety. And again, there is also an API. So if you have your own software, your own apps, you can incorporate our weather data to be part of it. And there are limitless opportunities to what you can do, from displaying it in the airport to having it in your app and whatnot. So thank you so much. It's been a pleasure.